Welcome back to Axis Anime. My name is Henshin Ikeda, and today I'll be doing a walkthrough and review of Naruto Shippuden episode 300. Now, if you remember from last episode, we find out Kabuto actually has a plan to extract both Naruto and Killer Bee's souls. Then he wants to kill them, then he wants to revive them just so he can reanimate them. Yeah, that plan was well thought out, but it's a no-go. That's why I love how he took so much time and effort to put into it to actually think about it, just to have it fall apart in general. Now moving on past that, we're taking to a different scene with Itachi, and guess what? He defeats Nagato by sealing him up with his Sakagari blade. I love it, it was perfect. It was perfectly cute and I liked watching it in general, so have at it, boys. So we're taking to a different scene with Kabuto yet again, and although he's pissed off, he has another ace up his sleeve. He has something in reserve, and we have no idea what it is, and I can't wait to find out. And moving on past that, Itachi ends up leaving. He's still on Naruto's side technically. He's just going to a different battlefield to help out other, allied shinobi. So that kind of makes sense. And again, that's where the episode ends. And I'll have my final thought rating at the end of the clip, so stay tuned. Let's dive right on in. So we open up this episode with Gaara, or should I say Gaara's sand attack. And remember, he actually sealed up the other reanimated shinobi. No, he didn't actually. A few of them actually got out. Now, his father supposedly is still sealed, to my knowledge. However, there are a few other characters that are no longer, sealed, so that was kind of shocking. So they are free. So I'm like, okay, so the fun begins yet again. Moving on past that, we do find out these reanimated shinobi, their bodies are reprogrammed to automatically counter enemy Jitsuo, if that makes any sense. So their bodies, they're programmed to counter any, like, someone wants to seal me, guess what? It ain't gonna happen. So they automatically react to it. So I'm like, yeah, who didn't see that coming? You in the little pink dress there? Yeah, get out of here. So moving on past that, we're taking to a different scene with Oniki versus Mu. Yeah, their fight continues. Thank God. I thought we weren't going to see them fight. Guess what? We get to see them fight. So that's definitely worth watching. Moving on past that, guess what? The assault continues. Yeah, the allied shinobi in the front lines. Yeah, they're backing Gaara. They're right behind him and they're attacking. And again, that's where we open up with. So moving on past that, we're taking to a different scene with the third Rhea cage and the second Musa cage. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. However, the second Musa cage, yeah, he basically says he's a shadow-styled user and explains his weaknesses. What the fuck? Come on, you're ruining a good setup, a good fight. You SOB. I know you're supposed to be, like, reanimated, but you're still self-conscious about being a good guy and whatnot. But you're killing us, man. We want to see bloodshed, not you giving away your damn secrets. But anyways, he summons a giant clam. I know, kind of funny there. So we're taking to a different scene with the third Rhea cage. And he's telling everyone he's a lightning user. I'm like, damn it, shut up, man. Shut up. Yeah, and then he says, okay, so you want to defeat me, use Earth-style shinobi as shields, and then attack with Wind-style shinobi. I'm like, great. So they're not only getting a handout from, the third Rhea cage, but they pretty much don't have to do shit other than to take him down. And good luck with that. They don't call him the third Rhea cage for nothing, but he just told you how to take him down, which fucking wrecks it for all of us right there. However, we're taking to a different scene with Gaara, and he's leaving the fight? What? Dude, you're pussying out to leave? What the hell? Yeah, the second Mesa cage, he's pissed. He's like, he finally saw Gaara. He's like, okay, finally, I can have a real fight. I can let all loose, and I know you can take me down. You're definitely the guy that can defeat me. Wait, where are you going? Gaara. And then Gaara leaves. I'm like, it's like, the allied shinobi, you guys got it? You good? Okay, sweet. I'm gone. I gotta help some other guys out. Dude, you just wrecked it for all of us there, man. But, you have your reasons. Moving on to a different scene with the second Mezu cage. Yeah, he uses a mirage and appears defeated like he's dead, but he's not. And he says, defeat my giant clam first. It creates the mirages. I'm like, no, really? So that's why you summoned him. Ah, man, these guys are just so stupid. And then he basically tells them to use large-scale weapons or paper bombs. This is what the second Mezukage is telling all the allied shinobi. Use large-scale weapons or paper bombs. I'm like, and yet again, you're wrecking a good fight by telling him what to do. I just hope he gets hammered because, you know what, I'm sick of this guy talking. He's giving away all of the good tactics to how to take him down. It sucks. Yeah, and you know what, those allied shinobi, because they attempted to take out the mirage of the second Musa cage, guess what? They're out of weapons. And then they turn to him and ask, yeah, can we retrieve our weapons? Like little good boys. What? You really just, you have an open dialogue with the second Musa cage and you expect him to say, okay? He does. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I know he's reanimated, but he's being a douche. This sucks. He's taking the fun out of killing allied shinobi, literally. And again, he's being attacked. I mean, they literally, allied shinobi pick up their weapons and they attack him again. What do you think was going to happen? They're going to play nice? No. But it's no good. It doesn't really work because remember, he is still a mirage. And he points out the clam is a mirage as well. Idiots. These guys are just morons. However, we're taken to a different scene with Oniki versus Mu. And guess what? They're playing hide and seek in the front lines? There's no time for that. Why not just play patty cake, you know, Baker's Man or something, you know? Seriously, hide and seek, yeah. But anyways, moving past that, we are taken to a scene with Oniki versus Mu. And again, Mu is hiding while Oniki is trying to seek him out. And we're taken to a different scene with Mu and he uses his atomic dismantling jutsu, which I love watching. However, Gaara does appear, and we expect Gaara's going to do something because he's now here. He's going to interject. No, he doesn't do anything because you know what? Naruto appears. Yeah, and he uses his planet Rasengan, but he misses. Came all that way just to miss? Yeah, so we see Gaara trying to help Naruto, and he uses his sand as a backboard or something to make Naruto jump back into the fight, will help him jump back into the fight, and then Naruto actually scores the direct hit, the winning blow. So he finally finishes off Mu, kind of, or at least sets him up to end Mu, technically. So we're taking to a different scene with Oniki. Yeah, so Oniki actually has one of the final blows. He actually uses his Earth style, Boulder Jutsuo, and then Gaara actually ends up sealing Mu in general. So that's the end of Mu, finally. And at the same time, I should say at the end of that little fight, the HQ actually calls both Gaara and Oniki, giving him an update, both of them on why Naruto is here and why Killer B, why are they here in the front lines? What's going on? So they're kind of shocked to find out how they got to this point. So we're taken to a different scene with the second Muzuki yet again. Yeah, the second Mazukage. And he actually defeated all the allied shinobi around him. I'm like, well, they're all idiots, so of course you're going to beat them. Asking for permission to pick up their damn kunai knives and shurikens. Really? Oh, they're morons. I mean, come on, he's reanimated shinobi, he's not technically on their side. So we're taking two different scenes with Naruto. Guess what? He breaks from Gaara and Oniki. He has his own plan, so he's no longer with Gaara or Oniki. So they formed their own little plan. And again, now they have a game plan, so they go their separate ways. Oniki and Gaara in one direction, Naruto in a different direction. So we're taking to a different scene with the second Musukage. And guess what? The shinobi are retreating. All the allied shinobi are fed up and they're leaving. Dude, you're turning your back on a reanimated shinobi. Really? How about you just shoot him now? Weak motherfuckers. Really? You're in the middle of a fight with one of the top shinobi, and he's reanimated, he has no control over his body now, and you turn your back on him and retreat. And you tell him you're retreating. Morons, I'm sorry, they're just complete morons. However, the second Musukage, he wants to attack them. In general, he wants to attack them. He actually points out, I may as well just kill you guys. I mean, you guys are worthless. And he's like, attack me. Just attack me. Someone's got to be strong enough to take me out. Then he explains his body is casting a Jutsuo on its own. He no longer has control over it. I'm like, well, no, really? You're reanimated shinobi. Of course you don't. And then he uses his water balloon jutsu. It's kind of something like from Pokemon in general that you would see, all the bubbles. So we're taking to a different scene with Gaara, and he actually saves the day. Yeah, apparently Gaara versus the second Musukage, an amazing matchup. However, we're taking to a different scene with the second Musukage, and he explains to Gaara he is a mirage. These physical attacks will not work. Gaara knows that. In fact, now he's setting up a diversion while he's attacking. His sand is trying to locate the giant clam, which is technically in shadows, it's invisible to the naked eye, so it kind of makes sense. And then Oniki attacks, he jumps right in, so Oniki attacks, and his chakra is very weak, so it doesn't do any damage on the giant clam, technically, so he's got to suck it up. So we're taken to a different scene with Oniki, and guess what? He uses his Earth style Stone Fist Jutsuo, and it's a no-go. So I was kind of shocked. I'm like, I was expecting more from you, man, even with being that old. So we're taking to a different scene, and again we see Oniki, and he uses his super weighted boulder jutsuo, and that actually finishes the deal. He cracks the giant clam. Now we're not done. Apparently that final attack that Oniki was able to finish killed his back. His back is now out of commission. And because his back is out of commission, the second Musukage shoots Oniki, and that's where the episode ends. As for my final thought, well, is Oniki dead? Or was that a setup? Did he use one of his stone clones? We don't really know, but it looks like the second Musukage got a direct hit on him. Definitely looks it. Now moving on past that, as for Naruto, where the hell did he go? We have no idea. Anime-wise, we have no idea. I'm not going to spoil it manga-wise, though. And moving on past that, okay, where's Sasuke? And what's Itachi going to be up to? He said he didn't want to battle. He didn't want to fight his brother. Technically, he's leaving that up to Naruto. So where is Itachi? And again, where is Sasuke? I mean, he must have noticed something by now, since Naruto is now on the front lines. And where's Killer Bee? Yeah, I'm just curious. Where's Killer Bee? No, I don't really care. I just would like to know. But again, that is it for my final thoughts. As for my rating, okay, minus my sarcasm, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. The fights were terrible because we knew exactly what was going to happen, and the reanimated shinobi were giving away their weaknesses, their abilities. That's not something we want to hear. They're just like giving them a free handout to all the allied shinobis, kill me now. So again, there was no drama, there really was no new information. So final rating, 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5. I went there. So again, final rating, 3.5 out of 5. And that is it for my walkthrough review of Naruto Shippuden episode 300. But again, guys, comment down below. Let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Definitely subscribe. Check me out on Twitter and follow me if you like. But let me know what you thought of this episode, and let me know what you think's going to happen in the next episode that's coming out. But again, guys, that ends it for now. And I got to hit the bricks, and I got to go. I'm running behind on my anime right now, so definitely stay tuned for tomorrow. Friday is definitely the day I'll be doing stuff. But again, guys, I got to go. And before I go, I got to say it, and I always say it. Can't stop the access, but you can watch the feed. I'll see you later, guys.